Something that annoys me is whenever you'll be talking about something and somebody will say that's just a theory. Well, the thing is, the reason it annoys me is because when people hear that word theory, like theory of gravity, for example, or this is something like with flat earthers or whatever, typically, or people like that with different conspiracies. But when they hear the term theory, they think hypothesis, and those are two different words. So, for example, the theory of gravity is not whether or not gravity exists, right? We know gravity exists. If I hold something and I let it go, it falls. Plain and simple. Boom, gravity exists. Like, the theory is what it is. And a scientific theory is not the same as just a regular person having some kind of theory about something. Like the flat earth theory, it's like a bunch of regular people that don't really know anything, kind of like just looking at stuff from a basic level and saying, it seems like the earth might be flat. That's a hypothesis, not a theory. A theory is what happens when a hypothesis gains evidence. So a hypothesis becomes a theory. The reason the theory of gravity is a theory of gravity and not a hypothesis of gravity is because at this point, the evidence of it is almost insurmountable. The only reason it's not considered a fact instead of a theory is because you can't actually hold gravity. Like, I can't hold gravity and say, here, look, this is gravity, right? Like, we can only do things to measure it and see how it works, and this is with other theories as well. It's not only gravity, but yeah, that's just one thing that annoys me. A theory and a hypothesis are two different things. A hypothesis becomes a theory once there is evidence backing it. Um, and so yeah, whenever you say, "Oh, it's just a theory," what you're saying is that it is backed up by evidence. All the evidence points to it to be true, because that's what a theory is. If something is a theory, that means all of the evidence that we have right now points to it to be true. So the theory of gravity, every single piece of evidence that exists agrees with the theory of gravity. There is not one single piece of evidence that disagrees with the theory of gravity, or else it would crumble. It would be done, because obviously it would be wrong. But yeah, peace.